Hey, welcome to another episode of Thumb Tacos. Today we're talking about countdowns, starting soon screens, and intros to your stream. As always, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. One of the biggest things that are holding back new streamers is they're emulating bigger, larger streamers. Now, the problem with that is a lot of larger streamers have very long intros. And if you are a beginning streamer and you're using a long intro to start your stream, like a 5-minute, 3-minute, 2-minute, it's too long and you're actually driving traffic away from your stream. Although it might feel like you're doing something professional because you have this animation or you got this countdown or any of this cool stuff, but people coming in see that all the time. They don't care necessarily about that. When people are browsing through streamers, they want to see if that streamer's engaging right off the bat. So when they check out new streamers, if you're not hitting it out of the park, they're just going to go by you. And one thing that kills it is that starting soon screen or that countdown. People don't want to sit through it. So part two of this is, when is it a good time to use the starting soon screen? What gives? Why are you telling us not to? The thing is, if you're going to use one, make sure it's short and sweet and to the point. Mine are a minute or less, and usually they're right around 30 seconds, because when I go live, I set up a chat bot, I set up the share to my group and to another page, and that's it. But I think what a lot of streamers are doing is they're taking that time to share it to a bunch of different groups and spamming their stream out. It doesn't really go that far. You can check in your Creator Studio how well your shares are doing. I guarantee you, when you're blasting it to a bunch of different groups, your shares are going to be like 0.5% of your viewership on your streams. It's not that important. You want people to come into your stream and share it out directly. You don't need to be worrying about groups. Groups are nice and they are handy, but you got to find one that you can work. And what I mean by that is you have to network within a group. You have to gain a name in that group for people to check out you when you're streaming. So if you put good content out there and you get funny memes and you put information out there so people can learn, you bring value to a group, the group will pay off when you share it to it. If you're just going to blast your stream over and over and over and never do anything cool on it, well, eventually people aren't going to care. They're going to see it. And even the mods on the group might even just kick it off. When I first started out, I used intros and I thought they were cool. I thought, I'll use countdowns and everything way too early. I used that like when I'm like my second week of streaming because I saw other streamers doing it. And it killed my viewership. It just like, I was having a little bit of growth and then I started using it and you can see it right in my history. It just flattens out. Nothing's going on because, like I said, those first few seconds when you're starting live and when you're a very early on streamer on Facebook Gaming, you need to engage people right off the bat. Don't worry about all the sharing. Don't worry about setup so much. Just get to the content. Grab the attention of a few dedicated fans. And you will do so much better going on. So another thing to double down on this too is even the large streamers. I've watched their countdowns and I watched their live number count. And you'd be surprised, even they are hurting themselves by not having a shorter starting screen, because they'll go live and they'll have this 3-minute countdown. And within that time, they probably peak out to like 1,000 people. And then when they go live, it's right around like that 200-300. And then it rebuilds itself again. But what about that mass pile of people that you could have had in the beginning? If you happen to be a larger streamer and you're seeing this right now, think about that. Think about all the extra growth you could have. I think when people get to a certain size, they're like, oh, this is sweet, I'm good enough, and then they give up. It's like, well, a lot of people out there watching. Imagine if you could double your numbers, even at, when you're streaming to 1,000 people. It's possible. You could go even bigger. If you guys are liking the content, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel. Makes a huge difference, and then you can keep up with my weekly content. I'm making us all better streamers. I'm constantly trying to find new ways to grow and to turn things around. And when I see trends amongst other smaller streamers, I like to bring them to the table here. So this hub, this place, this channel is specifically designed to weekly updates the things and the problems that I see with other streamers and within my own stream. I'm not above that. I completely understand that I make mistakes and I need to change things. A lot of these videos are inspired by my own mistakes. And if you guys ever want to talk face to face, I do go live on Facebook Gaming. The link is down below in the description, amongst other things such as merch and all that other stuff. If you guys want to help out on Patreon, I do have a very, very small tier on Patreon, but I also provide a live podcast that I'm starting soon, so I'm really excited about that. So check it out. It could be fun. I think everyone's got a lot of potential within themselves, but they got to figure out a way to break out of their shells, get out there, and grow.